This divorced man lost his house, his kids, and even his sanity because he ignored one sign before marriage. Yes, one sign. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for to avoid the same nightmare. And if you're already in a relationship, what I'm about to tell you could save you years of pain or even your life. Listen closely. The most dangerous woman you'll ever meet is not the one who argues, not the one who's complicated, and not even the one who's high maintenance. No, the most dangerous woman is the one who seems absolutely perfect, the woman who never disagrees, who laughs at every joke, who always says yes. She's agreeable to a fault, and you find yourself thinking, wow, I got lucky. She's not like other women. But here's the truth no one tells you. If it feels too good to be true, it probably is. Take David, for example. David was a nice guy, hardworking, the type of man who believed in love. When he met Jessica, she was everything he had ever dreamed of. Sweet, supportive, never once did they fight during the 2 years they dated. She agreed with every decision he made, always smiled, and never once showed any sign of discontent. He thought he found the perfect wife. They got married in a beautiful ceremony, but the night after the honeymoon, everything changed. Suddenly, Jessica wasn't the sweet woman he thought he knew. She became controlling, cold, and manipulative. She criticized everything he did, turned every small disagreement into a war. And within a year, David was fighting for his mental health and, eventually, his freedom. What David didn't know is that Jessica had been mirroring him all along. Mirroring is a psychological manipulation tactic, often used by narcissists or toxic partners. They study you, reflect your personality back at you, agree with all your opinions, and make you feel like you found your soulmate. But once they lock you in, with marriage, kids, or financial commitments, the mask drops. And when the mask drops, it's too late. If you meet a woman who never challenges you, never disagrees, and never shows any authentic emotion, you're not dating a person, you're dating a performance. A real woman with real depth has opinions, moods, flaws. She will occasionally argue or say no. If she doesn't, you should ask yourself, what is she hiding? But that's just the first red flag. The second one is even more destructive, and it ruins more marriages than anything else. Money. Yes, I know it's not romantic to talk about finances when you're falling in love. But do you know what's even less romantic? Losing everything you've built because you married someone with a secret financial past. According to Forbes, 72% of divorces cite money issues as the #1 cause of the split. And it's not just about being rich or poor, but about how the two of you see money. Here's the thing. Some women come into relationships with financial baggage they will never tell you about. Debt, poor spending habits, gambling, even secret loans you'll only find out about when it's too late. If you marry her, her financial problems become your financial problems. And when the bills pile up, love starts to die. Ask yourself right now, do you even know her credit score? Have you had an honest conversation about debt? About how she handles money? Most men don't ask these questions because they're afraid of being unromantic or awkward. But would you rather have one uncomfortable conversation now or a soul-crushing divorce later? If you can't have a simple, honest conversation about finances before marriage, that's a sign. And if she gets defensive or angry when you bring up money, that's not love. That's a time bomb waiting to explode. Now, the third red flag is so subtle that most men never notice it until it's too late. It doesn't happen overnight. It happens slowly, like a snake tightening around you inch by inch until you can't breathe. Isolation. A toxic partner will find ways to cut you off from your friends and family. Not with big fights or dramatic ultimatums, but with small, casual comments. Do you really want to hang out with them again? Your mom doesn't even like me? Why don't we just stay in tonight, just the two of us? It seems harmless at first. You think she just wants more time with you, but over months, even years, your circle shrinks. You see your friends less, you call your family less, and before you know it, she is the only person left in your world. Mike learned this the hard way. His wife didn't like his best friend. She thought his mom was too involved in their lives. Slowly, Mike stopped seeing them, just to avoid arguments. Years later, when his mom got sick, Mike realized he had no one left, no one to talk to, no one to lean on, just a toxic partner who made him feel completely alone. Isolation is one of the strongest tactics of control, and it's not just emotional, it's strategic. It's called coercive control, and in some countries like the UK and Australia, it's actually recognized as a form of domestic abuse. The best way to spot this early is to watch how she reacts to your friends and family. If she constantly finds faults with them, refuses to spend time with them, or makes you feel guilty for wanting to see them, that's not love. That's control. So how do you protect yourself from these red flags before it's too late? You test the relationship. And I don't mean playing games or being manipulative. I mean being intentional. The first test is simple. Introduce her to your inner circle, your closest friends, your family. Watch how she reacts. A healthy woman will want to get to know the people who matter to you. A toxic woman will make excuses, act fake, or complain afterward. The second test is financial honesty. Pull your credit reports together. Talk about your debts, your goals, your financial values. If she refuses or gets defensive, that's a sign she's hiding something. The third test is conflict. Yes, you need to see how she handles conflict before you marry her. Disagree with her on something small. See how she reacts. Does she stay calm and respectful, or does she explode, manipulate, or give you the silent treatment? You don't want to find out how she handles conflict after the wedding. Trust me. Look, I'm not saying every woman is toxic. There are incredible women out there who will love and support you through thick and thin. But you have to look beyond the surface. You have to see the signs before it's too late. If you're watching this and you're already married, and some of these signs sound painfully familiar, I have one thing to say to you. Comment "Wake Up" below. Because recognizing the truth is the first step to getting your life back. And if you have a friend who's about to get married, share this video with him. You might just save him from years of pain, financial ruin, or worse. The truth is, marriage can be the greatest blessing of your life, or the biggest trap. It all depends on who you marry. So choose wisely. Look for the signs. And never, ever marry a woman who does this. And if you want to go even deeper into what women truly want, I broke it all down in my last video. I dated 100 women. Here's one thing they all wanted. The results shocked me. It wasn't money, looks, or even personality. In fact, 83% of the women I asked gave the same exact answer. And it's probably the last thing you'd expect. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.